Hey kids, welcome to the Borderline Man. It's been a while since I posted a video, not because of lack of things to say, just basically it's been a tough time. I talked a lot about how to plan for the future and things that might happen in the future that might trigger me feeling bad again. And while all of that is true, I kind of forgot one of the most obvious things, and that is you can't always know what will happen. And things happened. My cat, you've seen him on the videos here, he's taken really ill. It is terminal. It is a chronic kidney failure that has escalated rapidly, and he's at home, but he's feeling really poorly, and I'm basically waiting for me to get a good spot in my schedule, and then it's the end for him. It's 15 years, and this hurts a lot. It made me, though, also reflect on things when it comes to pain and feeling bad, and the simple fact that there is something very different about pains in general and how they can be very different. Losing someone like this can, of course, trigger really bad things, but and I haven't lost him yet, but I've grieved already quite much. But I also felt that this pain I felt has been healthy. It's been healthy sorrow, the pain you should feel when you're feeling really down. It's difficult to explain this, and I've been briefly talking about it before, but not realizing for real just how different pains can feel. The pain you feel when you're suffering from depression is bottomless. It is dark. It is choking. It is also physically painful in a way that you rarely feel when you're, healthy and sad. Anyone who has suffered from depression knows this, and this is not an exclusive thing for borderline, but the depression you can feel when suffering from borderline is very strong. It is horrendously strong, and it is not the same kind of pain. And it gives me some comfort that even though, and I'm saying this now, not even being close to the probably the baddest places I'm going to experience, I'm saying this now knowing that I'm not the same I was. I'm not the same person I was a couple of years ago. If this would have happened 2-3 years ago, I would have fallen deep into a dark, bottomless pit by now. I would have probably become all the things that I've struggled to not become, very, suicide and all those things. But I'm not. I'm actually not. I've been able to have fun in these last few days, despite all of this, despite crying basically every day and so on. And it is thanks to not being in my core anymore a helpless victim to my borderline. It is basically gone, it feels. That said, I know there are things to come. It's going to be really, really hard on the day when I put him down. I know it. It's going to be incredibly painful that day, and I have no idea what that will trigger. And it's also the long time afterwards, the days, the weeks, the months, hopefully not more than that, when I'm missing him intensely every day, when he's not there to greet me. You know, all those things any pet owner knows. You see your animal, your cat, your dog, your whatever, in the glimpse of an eye, in the hiding somewhere. You see him or her walking around in your home. You see it standing somewhere. All of those things that you take for granted. And now suddenly, all those things are in your imagination. It's things that reminds you of your animal. Those things are incredibly painful because they are a reminder of something that is no more. And I also know, and this is what scares me, it can take a long time. I've had a pet before. I had a cat before this that when he died, actually from the same disease, it took, I don't know, years probably before I felt like I was over it. And yeah, I hope this doesn't. I hope I can look at it in a healthy, positive way. I know there are things that are different now, really different. I'm different, first of all. That is the most important thing. I have tools, I have instruments, and I notice that they kick in a bit without me, realizing it. My need to distract myself constantly. I know now that this is a healthy coping mechanism. It is not unhealthy. Distractions are good, period. Don't let anybody else tell you something differently. They don't know what they are talking about. Distractions are healthy coping mechanisms when you are sad. And also, reflecting on things is good. The mentalization of things. When you're really sad, try to reflect in that moment on what is happening. It is hard, and sometimes you're not able, but then do it afterwards at least. Just reflect on it briefly. Not to put things down or make them be less important than they are. Grief is important. Grief is healthy. And while borderline treatment tells you to look at feelings and, logically, reasonably make them less important, actually, because you need that, those feelings are often not healthy. It is not the same with this. This is a healthy response. Someone who is not grieving their sick pet is not a healthy person. Then you are suffering from far worse things than borderline. Probably you are probably lacking in empathy on a clinical level, and that is not good. So, bad and good sorrows, bad and good pains, they exist. They really do. And you can't never be really sure on how they are going to materialize or when. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to be able to stand quite strong. When it first hit me that he was really sick, it knocked me over completely. But I stood up quite fast again. And this realization in itself, reflecting on that, reflecting on my response, gives me strength. So, it also made me realize that, hey, mister, you're quite good at this. You're quite good at dealing with emotions. You are probably capable of teaching other people about it. Actually, I've talked to some friends of mine about this, and they said the same. But I'm not ready yet to become a face of borderline and recovery and how to deal with it. A public figure about it, giving lectures and talking to other people about the importance of managing and dealing with your mental health. I could, it's not that, and I would, but I have to think about the consequences. You become a public figure about something as difficult as mental health, especially things like borderline. You are forever labeled with this. You are going to be labeled. So yeah, I'm not going to do that yet, but I'm reflecting on it, and in the future I might, when my daughter is older and wouldn't take any backlash from it, but not now. That's also an interesting reflection I've had the last couple of days. Anyways, it's probably going to be a bit random when I post videos from now on. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how many days he has left. It is up to me in a great extent. He's feeling quite good today. He went about his business outside and so on. But yesterday he was really bad, and then the day before that he was really good. So yeah, it is unpredictable, but in the end it is going to stop, and I will have to take the decision, the painful decision you always have to take as a owner of a beloved pet. All things come to an end, and you have to focus on the good things and allow yourself, of course, to grieve. It's nothing bad about grieving. It's a healthy response. That is important. The amount I have cried in the last week, I haven't cried like that in ages. And when I did in the past, it was always in deep depression, in a deep state of self-pity. And not feeling like that anymore, not feeling that every tear makes your own grave become deeper and deeper, not feeling that, but rather that it relieves you and makes things feel lighter, easier. That gives so much strength. It's an old, saying that crying is good for you, but it really is. In this case, it really is. When you're not on your knees from a depression or borderline depression or things like that, crying is really, really good. And with those words, I'm going to end this video. I'll be seeing you in the future again.